It's not all about you, Venegas.
I'm willing to die for what I talk about, for what I speak about. I'm willing to die on the road. Like, there's nothing else that matters as much as this mission that I'm currently on.
I was just working at Starbucks. So that's part of the grind. You know, if I didn't have a job, then I wouldn't have gone the camera from McDonald's to Starbucks content.
Welcome, everybody, to the Glamorous Grind podcast with your host, Coach Sal, Meek Media, and, of course, the boy, the legend, the man on the mission, Coach Al. Before we get into this episode, we got to shout out our sponsors for this season.
Yeah, man, our season sponsors, XL Realty, with your boy Ruben, the man. Hit him up for all of your real estate needs.
Home run.
We have Carmen's Notary and Tax Services all year long. I'm talking about she's available. You know what I mean? Hit her up for your IRS needs. We have Nourish Bar 831 out there in Monterey County, serving up those delicious treats. And, of course, the people that provide the merch. You know what I mean? They make your vision come to reality. West T-shirts in West Sacramento. Hit them up and shout out to our season 1 sponsors. Always having our back, man.
Season 1. Damn. It's getting a heisty out here, bro. Yep.
Shout out to the sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors. Very first question I want to ask you. I want to tell you and talk to you about like outside pressure, like outside pressure in regards to like people that you've grew up with, and like when you go on this mission, it's just like, you know, when you're along the journey, the relationships change. You have to put your purpose. You talked about it, loyalty and small town mentality, where you can't put the friendship above purpose. You got to put your purpose above.
If
friendship.
that's what the purpose requires you to do, which you know. And by the way, you dive right in, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm talking. I was like, you didn't even ask me how I'm doing, how you been, man. No, you know, it's cool. I love it. Let's get right into it.
I just want to go.
Yeah. You could tell that you know. I saw you. I haven't seen you like in a couple of weeks or something. By the way,
I could have been dead, bro. I could have been dead.
I don't know. I haven't talked to you. And today we had it scheduled to do this podcast, and you look like you were ready. And you have some questions. Like you have some like. I feel your energy. You're kind of like being tested a little bit, like
I'm being tested, bro.
And the fact that you want to bring it up, you know what I mean, on this episode, on this podcast. Let's go into it. So okay, so let's get into it. So not putting people above the purpose is kind of where you're at.
So I'll just tell you like where I'm at. It's like it's becoming harder and harder to relate to the friends and like the people that I grew up with. I feel like I'm getting more support from people that I've knew and got to know within the past like year or two, about like the newer people I meet. I feel like they're more supportive of what I'm doing than the people that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So, has there been a similar experience with you, and how did you like deal with it, and how do you navigate through that?
Oh, 100%. 100%. And it doesn't stop. Like that's the thing. It's, you know, you've heard me talk about, you know, there's certain things that people do, right? And there's a certain path that you take. And for many people, that path is personal. Like they live life in a very personal way. You know, they talk to their best friend because it's personal. They keep secrets because it's personal. They're not vulnerable because their story is so personal. Everything is personal, and it's a very zoomed in. I kind of call it the effect. It's like a zoomed in way of living, of looking at the world. Everything's about personal. You know what I mean? Your things, your collection, your setup, like everything is yours. Everything's so personal. I've learned to develop a dimension that I call purposeful, which allows me to zoom out and not take things
Personal.
so personal.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I see what
So that's kind of how I've learned to navigate that, and it's not supposed to be easy. But it does allow you to also put yourself in a space to where, you know, like you just said, that circle that you grew up with, you know, you want to grow at a certain pace. You want change. You wanted to go after more. So why do we blame our circle? Yeah. You know, and it's kind of it's we're thinking like, and this is I relate to it, right? Like, I'm doing better. I want to go after more to help my people out. Many times they're your why. Mm-hmm. You know, they're your day ones or your family or your friends or whatever. And many times they're your fuel. So I'm going to share this with you. And I wrote this a while back, but I learned to put my why, like your family and friends are not meant to be in your way. They're meant to be in your why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so what that means is they're my fuel. They're not my reason. They're not my, I should say they're my fuel. They're not necessarily responsible for my vision, or they're not responsible for also growing at my pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've kind of have put it back on me. That's how I kind of dealt with it for the most part, is what's my responsibility in this new version of self that I'm in, this new life that I'm in. And you can't want both. You can't have both. You can't have comfort. You know, you can't have comfort and have the dream at the same time. You know, the comfort of having your people there. It just doesn't like operate that way because everybody grows at their own pace. Yeah. You know? So let me ask you this question. Like, so when you're talking about relating, what is that? What are you talking about when you mean like?
It's like we have like some similar visions, and we've like tried to like go along with what we talk about and like our vision, but there's like no action in it, I guess you would say.
Right.
Like we're talking about the same thing. We want to do the same thing. I'm like doing the action. I'm doing my part, but they're not. It's like they get like comfortable or like they take a step back and they're like, let me not do this no more or something. Like, I don't know. Like it's just finding really like sometimes when I say something, I feel like it sounds stupid, but I feel like I get looked at kind of like crazy in a way, like in a way.
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example actually. Right. Recently, I just remembered something you said when I first started working and started going on this mission. You had said that food. You were talking about food and how what you put in your body is like important. You can't put like McDonald's and junk food and Jack in the Box into your body. You need better than that. So lately, literally, I've been on like just insane, just looking about food, nutrition, like proteins and all that stuff. And like I got like heavy into it. Like I started ordering stuff from like Whole Foods.
Oh shit. He said I'm doing heavy stuff like Whole
like
Foods.
Spring water, bro. I'm like,
okay.
So like
yeah.
I'm
You're looking for better. You're looking for little different ways to.
So I was just like just digging deep on like food and how your body reacts to processed food and not processed, but like organic food. And I was just like telling them about it, and I just feel like food is food. Like, why are you looking too deep into it type thing? So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's I don't know, like back then if I were to say something like that, I feel like they would like not necessarily agree, but like it's like the connection's not there no more. What it feels like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my.
So let me ask you this: are you hanging on, or are they hanging on? Like, what does it feel like? Does it feel like they're hitting you up, or does it feel like you're seeking them?
Well, I'd probably say me seeking them.
Yeah.
I don't get like hit up as much by them. Not no more.
Yeah.
For like the past, I don't know, like 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a lonely feel, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Thank God I have Sam back.
You
But
said thank God. It's a lonely.
it is, bro. I did it. Fuck, bro. Like things change so fast, and it's just like I don't know. Like I always wanted like I always want better for like the people I'm around, like my homies and the people that I put myself around.
Yeah.
Like I want better for them, but sometimes like I feel like they don't want better for themselves.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go even further and say, we, as in you, myself, are nobody to tell people what better looks like for them.
Yeah.
I can't choose better for it. Like I don't know. I used to think better just meant better. Like I used to think it was that simple. Like, bro, this is way better than that. But it's like, no, actually, you're not looking at the whole dynamics. Like what people value in what priority level is better for them. So, for example, some people want to get paid more regardless of what they have to do. They don't give a damn about what job. They just want more money, right? There's other people that want to have flexibility to create no matter, then the pay doesn't matter as much. There's other people that are like, I just want to be around positive people, and flexible schedule, and pay comes third. So like the prioritizing.
Yeah.
I want to be with my homies. That's priority to me, right? I want to be close to my house. I don't like driving. Like people have these dynamics that I don't like. I didn't understand it was that particular per person.
Yeah.
Especially when they go out into the world, you start to realize people don't do what they're supposed to do in order to get what they want. You know what I mean? People will just circle back and just say they wish. They turn their wash into their wish. You know what I mean? And it just keeps kind of fading out in a sense until the emotion goes away, I guess. But I learned, bro, that what I thought better wasn't. Here's a tricky part about this too.
What?
My version of better, people enjoy. People fuck with my better, but they're like, yeah, but it's still not for them. Like they're down to come along the ride and enjoy my version of better living, but they're not willing to put in the work to like do it day to day. It's kind of like a getaway. Like my version, like I've been told this by family in the circle. It's like, a trip, man, going on a trip with you. It's like a getaway. It's like a dream. Like it doesn't really. It's not a day. I couldn't imagine myself doing this day to day, but it's cool. Once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
And I'm like, you're absolutely right. Because when you actually do the scheduling, the flights, the grind, people are like, never mind,
Yeah,
bro.
do all
I mean,
that.
you went through for the first year. You're like,
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
damn,
Yeah,
when are
it's
we going
wild.
home, dog? What the hell? I'm sleeping in when we get back. Like, it's not like I thought this was better. My bad. Like, meanwhile, I'm in my thing, and I think it's a harsh reality for you to not give up on them, but give up on the idea of them. You know what I mean? Like not giving up on them, but giving up the idea of them. Like they too need to, you know what I mean? And just, I posted that quote today on my story and they said, there's no need to cut them off when they can't even keep up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that one.
And
You're running on the treadmill? Yeah.
I'm telling myself whatever to get myself motivated on that treadmill. Yeah, bro, it's a tough reality. There is no way around it because it's if you had to choose, let's say God came down and was like, I need you to choose. I need you to open up your arms. I need you to catch the opportunity or keep them open to hug your homies. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like literally, like you only have two hands. Like, is it you're gonna hold hands with your homies, or you're gonna hold on to the opportunities? And I need you to be open. You're carrying too much becomes overwhelming. It's like you can't even see what's in front of you. You know what I mean? I mean, you've been backed up with work. You've been backed up with. You're like, you're not even in a creative space, right? You're not enjoying it as much when you're backed up, and that's the whole concept. Is when you want to bring people that are maybe not there.
Yeah.
And somehow, some way, you got to, full circle it back to accepting where people are.
Yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes we forget that life is an experience, and it's not always like top. Like you're not always gonna live at a high.
Oh, hell no.
It's an experience. Like you're supposed to feel the lows. You're supposed to feel
alone.
the highs. Yeah, you're supposed to feel everything.
You're supposed to feel
You're
everything.
supposed to feel
That's
everything.
what living is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we forget that it's not. I mean, I feel like a lot of times we perceive life as like always happy, or that's what we want, always in a happy, joyful state. But that's not what all life is. I mean, you're gonna feel everything.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we forget that there's different emotions that we're gonna be feeling.
I mean, my goal has been to be effective in every emotion. Is that time to talk about money? But it starts with someone that you can trust.
That's right. And that's what Carmen's Notary Tax Services. Whether you need tax preparation for individuals, self-employed, LLCs, and corporations, stimulus assistance, tax resolution, business startup, notary services, and many more.
Okay. But how do we get a hold of Carmen, though?
I got you.
Okay.
With 2 locations in California, one in 1209 Commerce Avenue in Woodland, and the other in 45895 Oasis Street, Suite D in Indio, California.
I love it, but I've got to ask this question. Por mi gente. Does she speak Spanish, though?
Claro que sí. Remember, for any of your tax services and needs, call Carmen's Notary Tax Services at 530-406-0761.
Part of this glamorous grind has a lot to do with being on the road. And when we go on the road, we don't always get the best food or the best snacks.
I know. Gas station snacks suck.
They do suck. Now, the best part, though, is when we land in the 831. We're going to get taken care of by Nourish Bar 831. They've got the great treats. They got us feeling great, got us being great.
You already know. They got the best plant-based organic treats for any party, meeting, or event. They'll hook you up with the cookies and cream, churro, cinnamon toast crunch, Reese's cups, and so many more options. And you know what the best part is? They're made fresh.
Ooh, bro, say less. How do I order?
You follow and DM your orders to @nourishbar.831 on Instagram. Again, DM your orders at nourishbar.831 on Instagram.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Seriously. Have you wondered, are you ready to buy a house? Is it the right time to buy a house? What are even the steps to even buy a house?
I've definitely asked myself that, and I know someone who's got the answers.
For real? Who?
Ruben Venegas with XL Realty. He can come through and help you whether you're looking to buy, sell, refinance, invest, or simply have questions and don't know who to ask. He is the man that can support you, help you, and guide you towards where you want to be.
This dude sounds like the one.
He's super easy to reach. You can either call or text him at 916-206-9616. Instagram is at RubeCube, or log on to xlmtgloans.com.
It is that time to design and drop our Glamorous Grind merch.
I've always been wondering who's been doing the merch.
Oh, I got my people. I've been going to them for years. They got me on everything. No matter what it is that I need, they got it and they can do it. Watch. Check them out. Go to your IG. It's west.t-shirt. Check them out.
Bet. Do they do screen printing?
Watch. They got screen printing, the shirt. You know what it is, man? They got this. They got the hoodie.
No.
Bro, they
Is it
got
expensive?
us. No, it's not expensive.
Do they do embroidery?
The new beanies that just came out, they did them, bro. This hat, the wind hat, they did them.
Do they take forever?
No, they don't take forever.
Do they do decals?
These right here, man, they did them. They did
How
them.
about
They got us.
windbreakers?
Windbreakers. Talk about windbreakers. That one windbreaker, your favorite jacket,
So this whole time they've been doing
the
them.
one you'd never take off, bro. That one, they did it.
Are they hard to deal with? Because I ain't trying to do all that.
Nah, man, they're not hard to deal with. Watch, scroll to the bottom, tells you their number. Very easy, man. Just hit them up. Call or
I can
text them.
call or text them at 916-821-2100.
That easy, bro. Call or text.
How about DMs on Instagram?
Of course, when you want to DM them, go to west.tshirts on Instagram. Easy.
Yeah.
That's my goal. Like for me, it's like, how do I remain effective? Not productive, not my strong, like what does effective living look like when I'm alone, when I feel sad, when I feel angry? Like, how do I turn that into this magic? Like, how do I turn this magic into like something incredible?
Yeah.
You know? It's not, of course it's not easy. We know that. Let me ask you this question. So the disconnect, has it been mentioned?
No.
Okay.
No.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, just like I don't know, like not wanting to talk about it or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I mention it, it'd be like a problem, in a sense.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're avoiding any sort of conflict.
Yeah. I'm not a conflict person, so
Right.
I'd rather not
Right.
get in conflict. So I think that's what it is.
You know, I heard this quote once, man. Not to measure your friends by your yeses, measure your friends by your nos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do your friends operate when you tell them no?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I don't have friends, bro. So I can't even test that theory out, you know. But like, it's man, I you know, just the same way that you early on, I saw you be very simplistic, very keep it simple. You know, it was your approach to navigating. Yep, I'll move. Yep, it's set up. Yep, I'm like, you just keep your life simple. I think for me was saying no to friends. Not having friends kept it simple for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because now all I've got is family and people I got to serve. And family, I'm full with it, bro. I'm like, okay, each one of those people, I'm gonna make time for, and I'm gonna get to know at a different level, you know, and then me, right? I got me, I got family, I got people I'm serving, I got my faith. And I think my faith is really the epicenter of it all, you know, and what that means. And like day by day, bro, like there's nothing against people having friends. I just don't understand where the equation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm friendly. I'm a friendly dude. Like, I got your back. You know what I mean? Like, my squad is my squad. There's nothing like having a team. Like, but the team has a reason why we're fucking with each other, right? Like you handle this part, I handle this part, and together we're gonna boom, right? There's like A, B, C.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
me plus you equals that, bro. Every time, right? Same play, or here we go, or as long as you're with it and I'm with it, that thing should be right there, you know. But with friends, then it's like, well, when are you gonna? It felt like, I don't know. Like, then there's this other time that you got to make for friends, and to me, no joke, there's nothing more fun than doing this. Like, to me, this, you know, if I'm kicking it with people, and it has nothing, like after like 30 seconds, I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, why am I not working towards
my goal? Or
the calling, the purpose of something. Like, I literally, I'm like, I'm not even the stingy. You know, I'm not a stingy dude. Like, I'm not stingy with money. Literally, sometimes when I'm like, man, I'm just here spending a bunch of, like, I'm just wasting time, money, and energy. This is whack.
Yeah.
I'm not having fun. Oh, I'm supposed to have fun. That's right. Like, man, once I don't know. I can't step out of this. Like, this, what's better than like, working on Sal to provide a better world to live in it, because then you can kick back. I don't know. Can you enjoy something that you haven't earned?
No,
not fully, right? No. You can't just like. And I know you and I have both like practiced, like, bro, let's enjoy it. Let's kind of enjoy some of this journey, because it's a grind. Like, it's real. And then sometimes it's those moments where like, dang, we're really here.
Yeah.
Like, that's sick, bro. Like, that to me is the sickest thing to be able to experience. And I just don't. Okay, I'm going to give you this one. You ready for this one? All right. So there's people in your life, right?
Yeah.
there's people in your life that'll let's use your example. There's people currently in your life. I had to make a decision to experience life versus explain my life. So I was like, who's going to experience life with me versus who do I have to explain my life to?
Yeah.
So how much time do we waste explaining our vision, explaining our goals, explaining why we did what we did, explaining why we're leaving again, explaining why we have to make that move versus who's going to experience this with me, dog? Like who?
Just do.
Because then that means that they also have to contribute. Because the only way you can experience and the only way you can have that culture of progress is to contribute.
Yeah.
So how much of your life are you experiencing versus how much of your life are you explaining?
Jesus. Oh yeah, bro.
How do I explain this to you, bro? How much time is it going to take me?
It's actually really difficult.
How
to
much
explain
time
to
is it
someone.
going to take me to explain the last year to you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually really difficult to explain to someone what.
And then what are they going to
What
tell
we
you? Dad, that's tight.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out, bro. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, that's just it. That's my switch. Are we experiencing this? Or you're not in position to experience it? And it doesn't have to be a money thing, man, but it has to be a vibe, the energy, something. Bring something. Bring your vibe. Bring your energy. Bring your jokes. You got the music, bring the music. You got a car, bring the car.
Yeah.
You know how to cook, bring those skills, bro. Contribute. That's all I'm asking. If you want me to start explaining to you why,
Damn.
then I'm just not there. I'm not there. You're not wrong. I'm just not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I cannot go back. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
What are we talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
You know?
Yeah.
So you don't talk about it because you don't want to bring up conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like I'd rather just like distant myself and just lock in. I feel like
Okay. So that's your That's
Yeah.
kind of like your that's your go-to. Is like,
Yeah.
let me just go. And I'm gonna tell you,
I
bro.
feel like it's fuel, bro. Honestly, sometimes.
I
Let me
know. I
lock
can
it, bro.
see it. I can see it.
Let me
You're
just
like,
lock it real
what?
quick, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the whole thing too is also finding a way to find, if you want to stay relatable, right? Because that is important. Is finding what makes you relatable in who you are and not what you do. Like your friends, for example, you all met each other probably because of an activity or a thing
Gaming.
you're into.
Gaming.
So the thing gives you the opportunity to connect, but who you are gives you the opportunity to really create a bond within each other, right? So if you shift your focus from like, we don't do the same thing, but there's something in us that does connect us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's a deeper root, like that's a deeper rooting effect when it comes to your people. What about you is connected to who they are versus like, what about you connects to what they do? Because you don't do what they do anymore. Yeah. You're not into that. Well, I don't know if you're into it, but you've asked, you've envisioned, you've gone after, and it's in front of you.
Yeah. It's almost like I have this opportunity. I just can't fuck it up. Like basically, like I can't fuck it up. If I have this opportunity, things are gonna change. Like I can't keep doing the same stuff that I keep doing if I'm gonna have this opportunity. You know what I mean? Like
I hear you.
Like I can't. An example, I can't have like all this camera work, editing work, and still go play games. Like there's got to be like a sacrifice, I guess, in a sense that what you have to do, because it's got to be priority. It's an opportunity. Not everyone has an opportunity like this. I can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Can't fuck it up.
Yeah. I hear you. It's funny because part of me is like, nah, bro, you got to make time. But at the other part, I'm like, I know who I am and how I operate.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Like, you're speaking my language when you say you can't fuck it up.
Can't fuck it up.
But just know that too, bro. Know that that's more about you. I call it, so me, I'm currently in a phase where I'm redesigning my mental blueprint. And what that means to me is like, how do I think? Why do I think that? And how is that allowing me to do what I do at my best? How is it holding me back? That's it. Those are the simple questions. And redefining what it means to be a leader. Redefining what it means to be at my best. Rethinking what's necessary in my life when no longer serves me as much. What am I spending too much time on?
That's literally what I.
What am I? Okay, here, and there's a lot, bro. I'm like, not no joke. Like maybe a month ago, I was so upset with myself. Like, just why the fuck am I still spending X amount of time on this? Like, and it's not even setting me up. Like, but that's just my own way of saying, okay, I don't. The whole grown, what did I do? The grown and wrong, like the willingness to be wrong means you're grown. If you unscrabble the word wrong, it spells grown, right? Yeah. And it's to accept that thing now it's wrong. It doesn't mean you've been doing wrong. It just means that thing is just not as priority. Yeah. And you just got to keep reshifting your way of thinking to better to enjoy, man, to be present and also enjoy the process, because the whole point of this is not to be miserable. That's not the point.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is not to cut out everybody in your life and be rich. Like, that's not the point. The point is, and whatever you value, you know what I'm saying? You value your creativity, or you value helping others, or you value whatever it is that you value. I've gone over it and over and over, and I'm like, how I'm getting this next gig, I don't even understand.
Which is the next gig?
The next one, I don't know when this episode is going to come out, but man, we got Monterey, man. We got Monterey.
Monterey?
We got 250 board members, keynote.
Oh, dang.
It's going to be a good time, man.
Monterey,
It's so interesting because I will go through the whole process and be like, dang, I need to go and start I talk to myself, I talk to God, I talk to myself, and just kind of reanalyze really, who do I want to be for me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I look up to the dude that I've been for others. Like, for real. And I look up to, and by saying I look up, I'm thinking I look back. Like, I look back at my younger version, and I'm not even lying about this. I want to be inspired. I want to be motivated by my past, and I want to be inspired by what I see in my future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, dang.
Continue.
Yeah, when I was 9, I was a crazy old little kid doing this and that. Yeah. When I was 12, man, I really went for it. Man, when I was 17, man, I was going through this tough time, but I could still see this dude. But when I was 24, when I was 28, when I was 30, boom, every moment I want to be able to look at it and be like, man, that dude did his best. Yeah. That's just sick. He went after that. It's kind of whack now that I look at it, but it's tight. It's tight that he went for it.
Yeah.
And then be able to be like, that means I'm in the perfect setup.
Yeah.
Because the younger version went for it, even when he felt alone, even when he felt that he was outgrowing his circle. Man, outgrowing is a part of it. Because that's what'll keep people in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because they'll prefer comfort
over
and people over a purpose. That's why you have to have a belief higher than yourself. If not, if you believe your friends are everything, then you believe your friends are everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. If you believe there's a higher purpose, then that must mean you believe in universe, frequency, manifestation, God gives. You got to believe in something bigger than yourself to go after something bigger.
Oh, yeah. Before we continue, Let me go back a little bit. How are you doing, bro? The past, I blanked out when
Nah, you good.
when I was asking that question. I completely forgot to even check in.
We good, man. We
Yeah,
good.
how you doing, bro? For the past, when was it? Our last time we were on a gig was in Oxford. So since a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So what has been happening this past month for you?
Literally that, man. Change of pace.
Change of pace. You said your blueprint.
Yeah,
Working on
just
the blueprint?
rethinking, man. Rethinking. I've stepped away from the laptop and stuff, but learning how to learning, bro. I'm gonna say that learning. I'm in a stage of that, like reanalyzing my mental blueprint. Like, what does it mean to be well? There's, I analyze. I kind of go through the season, the impact season, and like what I didn't like, and not like what I didn't like as far as mistakes, like my speeches or workshops, but more so like my conditioning. Like, where was I struggling a bit? Where was I getting enough rest? Was I working out enough? Was I doing too much here? Too much, like, because it's you're also evolving. So it's like it's like when people go shopping and they get new a new wardrobe and new shirts and a new outfit. To me, a new outfit is to reshift my mental blueprint. I don't want to think necessarily the same just because I already did it. I want to enjoy it. There's a newness to it. So through that, man, going through that process of growing, as you know, I mean, I've told the story plenty of times with just what mental health and mental illness has been in my family. So going through that a bit too, like helping out the family, helping out my mom, my dad, and just now it's a really, like, I've talked about more of a holistic family piece, meaning like putting each other in a position to be better within ourselves. Like, I'm extremely grateful, bro, like, and blessed to be able to provide not only physical gain, but more importantly, like, through my positioning, the timing of it all, and being in this month, obviously stepping away from schools and stepping away from being on the road. We haven't been on the road. We're about to be on the road again Friday, but really allows. I'm blessed to be in a position to provide the level of support that I can, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And yeah, man, this and again, building up my routine. Like, what does it look like, to not be putting in so much effort and energy into travel? Bro, I was exhausted. I was exerted, like, for a couple of days there. Like, I was like, damn, with this heat.
Yeah, bro. Oh my.
I was like, nap time again. Like, I don't want to go nowhere, bro. Like, what are you doing for the summer? Nothing. Like, to AC is what I'm doing. Like, but man, then we got the summer camps. I was pretty badass. We're building a team, adding some new coaches. Like, there's just these. I gotta keep taking a deep breath. I'm like, there's just these layers and pieces, and obviously we have the products launching, the book, and the ideas and the concepts, and I'm enjoying it. But I think the part that I'm enjoying the most is just the piece of who am I building? Who do I want to build for me? Like, who do I want to look up to? You know, that's it. I want to be like Coach Al, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's simple, man. That's simple for sure.
Like Coach Al.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we do it.
Recently, I've went like on like a full like dump of like garbage all over my phone. So, like, uninstalling apps, cleaning up like my emails and unsubscribing, because, bro, Jesus, there was this, like, I want to say like maybe about 2 weeks ago. I'm literally just like editing, bro. It just dawned on me, bro, how many times my phone was ringing off of an app notification, email or like it was just garbage, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up just garbage.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro. And it's like, it's keeping me away from like
Being present.
Yeah, and like being like, let me like go crazy on this editing
Yeah.
right now. And I just couldn't. So I was like, I was literally frustrated, bro. I'm like, why is this? So I went on everything, uninstalled like Uber Eats. I've only done that like once in my life. DoorDash uninstalled. I don't even use DoorDash. Just everything, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Emails from like the mall and like just random stuff that I was like subscribed to. I didn't realize it, bro. It was a lot. There was a lot of stuff that I had to. So I've been like trying to like.
Not trying.
I've been not trying. I've been prioritizing like my creative what's the word, like zone, I would say, like doing whatever I can that's distracting away and just like let me lock in.
Yeah.
So literally that's literally what I've been doing the past month.
There you
Just
go.
Getting rid of all the BS and just like locking in. As well as so here's another thing, bro. What I was telling you about food. When did you first discover like food and what you intake was like really important for you?
For me, it was a gym. It started with a gym. It was just not feeling like it's like sports. It's like if you ate that before the game, you feel terrible during the game. All you're thinking about is how you feel. Your stomach hurts. Fucking, you're exhausted. Like just you can't breathe. Like you feel like what you ate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like think about like that. That's how simple it is for me. I didn't nerd out on like this does what, but I knew like, okay, if it came out of the ground like that, that's what I want. Mm-hmm. I want how it came out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm shooting for. Whole food.
Yeah.
Literally. Like if it doesn't look like chicken, I don't want to eat it, bro. Like if it doesn't, I don't want you to tell me it has whatever, like the minimal ingredients, por favor.
Yeah.
Like that's I went there, simplifying it. I used to buy the little carton of spinach, and I used to just grab spinach, berries, almonds, and I don't know, turkey, cold cut turkey or chicken or something. I used to eat that like forever. Like I can eat the same thing every day. That's one thing I can do. I'm past the whole like not again. Like I can eat the same thing every day. I know that about me. And being broke, bro. Like like not having, literally, I'd go to Walmart, spinach, turkey, cold cut turkey, a loaf of bread. I think that's probably it, bro. Chicken and rice or something. Like for like 2 years or something. Like just something crazy like that. You know, I cut out beer. Like I couldn't. Early on, I couldn't work out and eat like that. Like I just couldn't do both. So what I started doing was I would work out in the morning. At one point, I was working out in the morning, midday, and a night session.
You were doing 3 times a day.
3 times. Like it wasn't hardcore work. They weren't all hardcore. It was like cardio, weights, and boxing or something. But I would do that because that would be my checkpoints, so that I didn't eat like crap before the other one. So I would work out, then I let my food digest, then I'd work out again, let my food digest, and then I'd work out again, and I just would do that. And that's what kept me in check. So like I would eat what made me feel good, not necessarily what tasted good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I could find, like, I love the taste of lettuce. Like I think, or spinach. I actually think it tastes good. I don't have to be.
I don't mind spinach either.
I don't like the crunch. Like I like that. Like I like the lightness. I don't like to feel groggy or heavy. Like, yeah. To me, it's simple. To me, it's a simple. Like eating has not ever been like, oh, how am I supposed to give that up? Like one thing I don't think I remember the last time I ate like my fries. Like I think chips was probably the difficult one at first. You know, because chips is just like, the
Snack,
crunch, the salt, like, you know. But the way I did it is I just don't buy them. So if they're not home, like, you know, many people think about like what they they want to eat healthy, and that starts in the kitchen. Like it's like your fitness journey starts in the kitchen. It actually doesn't. It starts in the fucking grocery store. Like what aisles, bro, you're not supposed to go into.
Yeah,
that's simple.
Snacks.
Don't like just if you just stay to the left side of Walmart, it's all just right off the bat, just the fruit, the spinach. Like load up, go there first, spend your money on that first, and then if you have money, you start going down your snack aisles. That's what you want. Soda, I cut out soda like in 6th grade.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like that's an easy one, bro. Like if you drink soda, you're a scrub. Like I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. Like if you're still like, I should give up soda. Like, yeah, like in 2000, you should have gave it up. Like, how are you still drinking soda with so many options, bro? Like, it used to be soda, juice, and water. Mm-hmm. And now there's like vitamin water. Like there's all these different things. Coconut water. Like there's so many options, bro. So
I saw this thing where it was like, your body's not made out of soda. Your body's made out of water.
Yeah.
Why are you drinking soda? Your body's not
for
even made
what?
out of
Like, and it's not, like it's terrible. I didn't drink. I think the last soda that I really had, like opened up a soda and I drank it. I must have been 7th grade, bro.
7th grade?
Yeah, like I literally was like, I'm not drinking soda. All of high school, I didn't have one. Obviously, later on, I've had it with like mixture, like a mixed drink or something, but it's not my thing, man. It just isn't. So eating, I think, has been one of those things where it's you just gotta really I think portion matters. I haven't been the best with portions in the past. Sometimes I'm like, damn, that's so good. You just keep going in, then you pass out,
Yeah.
And then our schedules, bro. I think our schedule that's a little bit tough to do, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like tripping out because, what you were saying when I first started is that you were mentioning food. And I was like, I was looking into it, and there was also like another a quote where it was like, if you can't control what you eat, then what can you control? Like if you can't focus and control what you put in your own body, you can't control anything else.
You can't control shit.
Yeah, so, and probably like the food and like just hella ingredients just for like a bread.
Right.
It just be like the whatever the flour or whatever the fuck
the flour,
they use to cook it,
water,
and then that's it.
Yeah.
I was looking and I was like some acid and some.
It's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, bro. I was like, holy. I mean, I don't even know what they do. All I understand is water, bread, and like a couple of organic ingredients.
Yeah.
And like it dawned on me that like, why is it that organic costs more than like something that's like processed or has more ingredients in it?
Yeah.
That doesn't like make sense to me.
It doesn't, but the mass production versus quality.
Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, if it takes, if it takes this strawberry the normal time to grow versus it takes this strawberries, like they're turning these, these are, even though it costs more to make one of these, they make more of them. So it cuts, it cancels the cost of making it. It cuts it out versus this thing is gonna grow and this thing's gonna grow, so organic, and then the lifetime.
Yeah, that's shorter, right?
Yeah.
The other one lasts longer because of all this.
Bro, I don't get anything. I don't understand any of it, bro, to be honest with you.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to keep it as clean as possible, man. And I'm always doing juice. I mean, I do the juices. I got to keep that stuff in my body, man.
The greens.
You pour life in, you pour life out, like that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's it. You keep yourself as pure as possible in a toxic world.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not exempt from toxicity.
Yeah.
You actually produce toxicity. I mean, but it's how do you purify yourself daily as best as possible? That's it. Mentally, emotionally, physically. How do you do that? You got to go through the process of cleansing every day. I mean, it's kind of how it works. Just like you shower, just like you eat, you have to have a level of activity. you have to have a level of ingesting. What are you ingesting? What do you read? What do you like? Something's gotta give, bro, because you're operating off of like, hope. you're operating based off of like, man, I think I can, and I don't know. For me, bro, it's been a process to get to a point, and it's about relooking at if I know there's got to be another level or another point, I've got to relook at the process. I can't keep obsessing about that point or another level if I'm doing the same
thing, the same habits.
25 plus 25 is never going to equal 100, bro. Like, it's just never. Like, you can't keep putting 25% in. You got to go higher. You just got to do more. You got to do more of what works and less of what doesn't. Hell yeah.
Bro. It's a whole world, bro.
It's a whole world. Let me ask you this, man. So you're, you've had some time to reflect, and kind of rethink. Is there anything that you're looking to add to your routine?
So it's actually the quite opposite. I'm looking at what can I cut off from my routine.
Oh, okay.
Just because I mean, I started off very simple, just yes or no. Like I don't like the idea of overloading myself with too much in a routine.
Yeah.
Just because I want to get it done, bro. Like that's just so simple. So I've been trying to like take stuff off.
Like what are some examples? What do you
an example, I mean, like I would say like eating out. I wasn't ever like an eating out person at all, or DoorDash at all. But just like absolutely, just like I mean, every once in a while. But like I just absolutely just let me just make shit at home.
Yeah, when you're home.
When I'm home.
Yeah.
I'd rather just do that. I mean, the phone, email, everything just gone. Like I still have email, but like garbage.
Yeah.
So it's just cutting back on stuff. I've been trying to not look at my phone when I wake up in the morning, like the first thing in the morning. Also in the night, I've been trying to like put the phone away. I'll catch myself, bro. There's times where I'm like scrolling and I'm like, oh, nope, bro. I
need to get better about that too.
Yeah, dude. Like especially like during when I was working at McDonald's during COVID, people talked about sitting in bed or laying in bed 8 hours just straight up scrolling through TikTok, and I was thinking like, damn, bro, like 8 hours just scrolling on like just whatever it wants to give you. So that never sat right with me, but yeah, bro, I've been avoiding the phone a lot more, and just prioritizing, just locking in, editing, learning. I've been like looking at like colors and just staying on what I love.
Yeah,
what
staying on some sort of like pattern.
Yeah,
and routine. That's clean, man.
Yeah,
that's clean.
So cutting on routine.
How have you dealt with the change of pace?
Change of pace?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. Downtime, got to spend time with family, as well as like learning. I think learning is probably going to be the biggest one. Just different ways. I've changed softwares. It's just like now would be the time to learn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm always learning, but
yeah. You're focused on like how much can I pick up?
Yeah.
How much game can I pick up during this time?
Yeah.
That's clean, bro.
So, and trying my best.
Doing your best.
Doing my best.
Don't go back to trying. Don't do that to me.
This is what happens, bro.
That's what happens when I haven't been around you, bro.
I start taking trying.
That's good, man. That's good. Like both life and professional, like life's giving me some opportunities to squeeze some juice, man. Some like, whoa, through struggle, pain, a bit of like reimagining, a bit of being creative, a bit of like just having to take a deep breath, take a step back, like just kind of taking note of all the changes, the challenges, the opportunity, the relaxation, the time to think, like all of that, bro. Like it's giving me. I mean, I've wrote some just stuff, just writing. I've been doing a lot more of that on my phone, and just boom, 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 boom. Like that means something. That's gonna mean something. I had this thing that came to me, this quote that came to me, and I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was driving, and I was like, man, I was so taken back, bro, for a second, of the opportunity to share, right? Like literally, one of my last sessions, which was a culture of wellness, was talking about how to create a culture of wellness, how to thread, make sure that's part of our fabric, in the place of work. And I said, I'm gonna make you guys 3 promises. That this is what I'm gonna give to you guys. I'm going to share, I'm going to encourage, and I'm going to invite.
Encourage, share, and invite.
Encourage, share, and invite. I'm going to share more than I can teach. So I'm just going to share with you. I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm just going to share with you.
Yeah.
I think that's really my emphasis. I think that's when I'm at my most authentic self, I'm just sharing.
Yeah.
I'm not teaching. I don't know. Don't take my word, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm genuinely just giving you what was given to me. I think that's where the power comes from. Literally, I want to give, bro. I want to share. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna invite you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. It might be challenging, but I'm gonna encourage you.
Yeah.
It's more of that approach, and that's where I was. But I was like, dude, what came to me was, I've had the opportunity, and I give people, and I want to share this with people. I want to share this with you. Work on self till you can work through self. I'm gonna say that one more time. So people are like, how much should you work on yourself? Work on self till you can work through self, which means do the work, bro. Do the mental work, do the emotional work, till what you do for a living comes through you.
Yeah.
You create the videos. I create the work, the workshop, the talk, the work is getting up and working on me and putting myself on point so that I can live a life that is making a living out of living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how much should you work on you till you can work through you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally, bro. Because then you'll always be relevant in the work. Your work will always be relevant.
Yeah.
Because you'll be in a different phase. So the way I work now, the way I speak now is not how I was speaking when I was 24. It's not how I was speaking when I was 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need to reimagine. I just need to work through me. I need to work on me till I can work through me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just comes through you. Yeah.
It comes through you.
Yeah,
it's when you're I need to lock in. Boom. That means that you need to be able to, do all the stuff you need to do so that then the creative piece can happen.
Yeah. It's literally like a puzzle, bro.
That's it.
This stuff needs to happen, and then the work, you can fully just lock. Yeah.
And then you're in flow. And then you're in flow and you're knocking it out. And yes, in your brain, you might say, okay, well, I'm getting paid for this. My job is to do this, but the work is to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's literally what all I have to do is work on Al. I bet I put my money on that dude. All I got to do is work on Al, and then the work
will come. Yeah.
Through every time.
That's clean.
I was like, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't go to the gym. I was fucking loving it, bro. I was living it.
So you've been taking down ideas and thoughts and just typing it in as soon as you've been getting them.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's
that's clean.
Let me see this one.
I need to do a better job at that too, because sometimes thoughts and ideas keep me up at night. And do you know who Andrew Huberman is? Or something like that?
I've heard that name.
Yeah, he's like this neuroscientist, and he was talking about like, because I guess there's a lot of people that also suffer from like they can't sleep because their mind's running.
Oh yeah.
And he says the easiest way is just to write it down. You literally, quite literally, your mind will literally stop. Like you'll stop racing because you're writing.
100%. You got to get it out.
Yeah.
One way or another. I tell people to do more. Like that, go deeper in what you're doing. Like, don't do more as far as more throughout your day, but go deeper in the action that you're putting in. So if I'm cleaning and I'm watching TV, then I'm not cleaning.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make it like I'm just going through the motion and I'm watching TV. I'm not really watching TV because the noise of the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Like, I'm not doing anything.
You're like kind of like stuck.
I'm not doing anything at any level. So like your brain is just asking you, again, I'm just sharing what I did. I used to have trouble sleeping, bro. People believe I have trouble sleeping. Like, because of my level of energy. No, I'm out. Yeah. Like a light. Like the minute I decide I'm going to sleep, 9:00, out.
Yeah.
No trouble at all. I may wake up talking
more,
and shit.
Right? Because you're doing more throughout the day.
Doing more as far as deeper in what I'm doing. I'm into what I'm doing.
So by the time you go to bed, you have no more left in you.
Nope. I don't have anything left in me. Two, I genuinely practice. Like, if I'm not sleeping for whatever reason, I don't get to go to the gym. At first, I would go to the gym. Like, let's go tire yourself out. You're just not ready to go to sleep. I need to figure this out. But it was really going to the gym. My body was tired, but my mind wasn't tired. You know what I mean? Like, my body was done, but my mind wasn't. So I found out that I've just got to go deeper into my actions. That's one. Two, you've got to train your mind to go to sleep. Like, it's not like can't just hope to be tired at the end of the day. And one thing I never wanted to do was I didn't want to be awake bitching and complaining about being tired because I didn't sleep. You're a grown ass man. You're not a kid anymore. Yeah. So like, when I'm in bed, I'm not going to be effective because I'm not sleeping. And when I'm awake, I'm going to be ineffective because I'm not all the way there.
Yeah.
So then you just become an ineffective individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not down with that.
Yeah.
I can't perform at this level being like, well, I didn't sleep. Yeah. Wait, one of the two things. We're either going to thug it out and we're not going to talk about we have trouble sleeping. I'm just going to eat that one. I'm just going to use it as fuel. I didn't even sleep. I'm out here grinding. Or whatever I want to tell myself.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I let that go, bro. Put myself in there. I was like, rest time is just as important as grind time. Like gym time, bedtime, performance time. One does not equal more than the other. Yeah. To me, the way I've set it up for myself. It's like 5 hours of sleep is what I need. If I go past that, I start to kind of, okay, you're on a vacation or something. You know, like 5 hours of sleep. That means 9:00. That means wake up, 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's what that means. Sometimes it's tough. Yeah. But again, same concept. If the toughest thing that you've got to do in your life is watch what you eat and get up, you got a freaking easy life, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. But if that's the toughest thing you got to do it.
Yeah.
Dummy? Like, what? I mean, you talk about other people got to deal with other stuff?
Yeah.
I'll deal with getting up and watching what I eat, bro. Like,
I'd
that's
rather deal
easy,
with that.
Bro. That's you between you.
Yeah.
A
fight with self.
Bro, I was gonna read this one because you were talking about your boys earlier. All right, so watch this. This is exactly what you were talking about, like your circle and like not being relatable. You cannot experience certain views until you've developed the strength to reach certain heights.
Yeah. You got to experience it first to see it.
Right.
That's what it's saying,
and
right?
You can't see it if you don't have the strength to reach it.
Yeah. That makes absolute fucking sense.
Yeah, I was like, I have a quote, bro. I have a quote here.
Yeah.
I just wrote that one too. Yeah, so you cannot so perspective. So your boys and the people, not just your boys, I don't know if I know any of them, but to experience certain views, you have to develop the strength to reach certain heights.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It's like,
yeah. And it's funny too, because literally last night, speaking about Can't Sleepy, I was thinking about perspective. And like, I was thinking about like the podcast. It was like, I remember like not tripping out over the first episode, but I was like how does this work? Like, I'm like sitting down talking, and like I don't know, like sitting down for a few hours was like holy shit, how am I gonna sit and talk for 2 hours?
what am I going to talk about?
What am I gonna talk about? Like, all that stuff just starts coming in.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that's already done. So it's like, when's the next episode? When's the next episode? When's the next episode? So it's like, I've already like experienced it. So like, I know it now. I don't know all of it now, but like I'm in a position where like I can see it. I can like, like I can see it from the new height. So it's like, it relates, bro.
Yeah,
I totally
and you
see
got to
that,
go through the strength, right? You got to go through the rep. The rep develops the strength.
Yeah.
The strength allows you to reach another viewpoint.
Yeah.
Like, well, I've never been up here. Yeah, you haven't been up here not because you don't have the means, you don't just because you didn't have the strength or you didn't have the reps or you didn't have the will, right? You get to a certain height, you're like, dang, this looks different. And then you're explaining to everybody else what it looks like up here.
And they're like,
You're like, what are you, bro? Stop, bro. Why don't you come back down here and shut up, you know?
And it's trippy because when you're at that height, I feel like you can start to see like the game plan, I guess. Like,
yeah, like, I kept bumping into that little wall, bro. I could have gone left.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And add like first episode stressing about like
What
how
you're
we're
gonna
gonna
say.
hey, we're gonna talk. And then next episodes is like more structured and it's just like add this in and then add the TV and then add the light and it's just like you start to build upon because you can see it now. So it's like, perfect, bro. That's a perfect. I like that quote.
Yeah,
That's dope,
man. Yeah.
And you came up with that?
It comes to me, man. I can't even tell you. I came up with that. Yeah.
Oh, it comes to you.
It comes to me, bro. Everything I've ever talked about comes to me. I just get to share it.
Yeah, that one's clean. I fuck with that one. That one's
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was like both of those. I wrote back to back. I think I wrote it in the same pulled over or something. Cause I do that. I'll pull over and be like, dude, I need it. If you're with me, I'll be like, bro, text me this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I just think it's so important because it's like a key. It's like a key to that door that you just haven't opened yet. And it allows you to have a perspective. I also was thinking this. You were saying this earlier. You're talking about like life isn't like just, on the come up. It's not just upwards. You got to feel everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, what if life is about experiencing different perspectives? Like, what if there is no up or come up? What if there's just a different perspective because you're in a different position? Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
okay, so you and I are driving through Greenfield. Like, at one point, you were like, my house is right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then like a month later, you've been on a few planes, you've been to a few places. Your perspective shifted because I could hear you be enthusiastic when you were going back to Greenfield versus saying at one point you were like, man, there's nothing in Greenfield. There ain't nothing here, bro. Like there's nothing, just fields.
Yeah.
And like I work right here, like my house right there, like there's nothing. And then you're like, wait, you're on the same road, the same house, in the same town.
Yeah.
Now you're like, what's up, mom? What's up? Like you got a different
perspective.
That's it. Nothing else changed.
Yeah. Same town, same house. Yeah. But perspective changed because of the exposure and
The exposure. Yeah. That's it. And like, how many more perspectives do you not have?
Yeah.
Because you haven't been exposed and it's not time yet.
Yeah. Like
you didn't go up. You didn't go higher.
No. Well, that's interesting because you were saying like the perspective and then what changes is the position.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to learn. I don't know that position existed up until
right. Exactly.
I was like, oh damn, perspective change.
Right. You can't just change your, like I say, more people have different thoughts than actually think differently. I'm saying it again to you. More people have different thoughts than actually think differently.
Most people have thoughts.
Most people just have different thoughts than actually think differently. So you still think this when you haven't been exposed. Your foundation is still the same, which means it's just producing different thoughts. But to actually think different is to shift your perspective.
Foundation.
It's to shift your foundation.
And then you can start thinking
And then
different.
those are new thoughts that you've never,
actually.
you're like, I never thought about it that way. When people say I've never thought about it that way, is because something's been disrupted in their foundational normal way of thinking, their thinking pattern in a sense. So most people, when you're not being exposed to something or learning something new, you're just having the same recycled thoughts over and over and over. Different thoughts, same thinking.
Yeah.
Versus different thinking, new thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even if you throw the same thoughts with a new perspective, they're not the same thoughts anymore. It changes the dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I confuse the shit out of everybody.
It's like you're producing different thoughts.
That's it.
Yeah. I completely see that.
That's it.
Yeah.
So like to people, so you want to have somebody to think different, but if they haven't been exposed,
Yeah.
their thoughts are based off of how they're feeling. So they're feeling different, they think different, but they're just different thoughts from the same place, same window. I am still seeing the same thing. I have the same perspective, different day.
Yeah.
But imagine now you go back and you're like, my perspective is different about my dad, about my mom, about my family, about spending time, about what that even means.
Yeah.
It's different now. How many more perspectives can you get to experience life? Like in this, man, it's the same road, but it's like I'm in a different space. And that's like, this is intense.
It's trippy, bro. How you can like rewire and like rechange. It literally the only thing that changes is your mind.
Yes.
You're still driving down the same road, the same car, same everything, but your mind is at a different level, a different area.
Yep.
It's so
Because you're informed. You look at food. Food's been there, bro.
yeah. It's always been there.
Everything's been there.
I was just unaware. I wasn't exposed to like that different type of food, but that's trippy, bro.
Yeah.
It's trippy.
So I'm like, what if it's a 360 learning growth? What if it's not even like upwards or like this new level? What if it's just a like little shift and you're like, wait, there's another door? I didn't even know there was another door.
It was hidden, bro. It was hidden. You gotta, yeah.
I just couldn't see it from
It's
where I was
exposed.
standing. You know, like, yeah, man.
Like exposing yourself to a different position to
Right.
see the different perspective.
Right. And many times our external life changes, but our mental game doesn't. You know, our mental blueprint doesn't.
Stay the same. Yeah.
Same blueprint. We're attempting to run the same play, and that's just not going to cut it anymore, bro.
Run the same play, bro. Run the same play.
You're just not it, dog. Like, you just can't show up and do that.
So that's literally what I was thinking about when I was telling you about not fucking up.
Yeah.
Was I don't want to keep the same habits. I can't keep running the same habits and expect to keep the opportunity.
Yeah.
The opportunity is gonna change and evolve or whatever, and I gotta adapt to it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I gotta put myself in a better position for the opportunity
To execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not. So, see, that's another thing. When you're talking about fucking up, like when I tell people, just don't fuck it up, I'm talking about like the opportunity is in the allowance of prep work. Like, for example, your first gig with me, I wasn't tripping about how the video was going to come out. You might have felt
I was tripping hella.
that. I know you like, oh, is he gonna like it? Like, that's what you might have thought. But I was looking at, is he gonna show up on time? Is he gonna bitch out? Is he gonna show up with his camera? Is his stuff's gonna be, dialed in? Is he gonna have his battery charged? Is he gonna? How long does it take him to edit it? Like I was looking at those things, because that to me is fucking up the opportunity. That's what that means to me. He's gonna show up and he's gonna be like, "How much am I? If how much are you gonna pay me? How much? Well, like your car didn't start that morning.
Yeah.
You had the whole. I can't go, bro. My car didn't start. What? I'm in Soledad. You live in Greenfield. Figure it out, bro. Like, what the hell is this? That's what I would have been like. It's whack.
No,
that's what fucking up to me is.
Yeah.
To me, the video, I'm like, I already know you're learning.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you on where you are in your process of learning. I can't speed that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take the hits, basically, with you, so that you get the reps, right? Like I'm gonna pay for you to get reps in. Because that's what needs to happen in order for us to get to a certain place.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just need you to not mess up the process. The process is, I didn't edit it because I fell asleep. What are you doing, bro? I forgot my charger. I don't have the drone. Did you need it? I thought you said next Thursday.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that, bro. Like that to me is messing up the opportunity. That's what I look at. I'm like, this dude is messing up.
Yeah.
Like, whoever it is, right? That's what I look at. Which means if you're out of position, that means you weren't in condition. If you weren't in condition, then that means you didn't put in the work.
Yeah.
So don't trick me on the video at the end or the speech or the showing up. And I don't know, people that just show up without putting in work, bro, like to me that's such a disrespectful act, because you're thinking you're that tight. Mm-hmm. That's what that tells me. You know what I mean? Like when anybody, it doesn't matter what you do. If you just think you could wake up and, sure, whatever camera, like, I'll edit it later. Like if you showed up with that nonchalant attitude, I'd be like, this dude thinks he's tight.
Yeah.
He must really think he's up there.
Yeah.
I'm over here waking up 4 or 5 hours before I have to do a 30-minute talk. I wake up 4 hours. I go the day before to do a 30-minute talk. All right, we're a different animal. I guess I got to put in the work. I don't know. God didn't make me that great. I guess I got to wake up hella early. Everybody has their process, but I'm like, man, figure out your process. That's where people mess it up. You know what I mean?
Process.
That's it. They don't take the process seriously. They think they just show up and wing it.
Let me just fucking wing it real quick, bro.
Yeah, let me just wing it, bro.
Nah, yeah, bro. That's trippy, bro. It's a trippy how like time changed and like I was like in a different. I was still in Greenfield, just figuring it out.
Yeah,
that's so cool, bro. I don't know. That's dope. That's so dope.
That's a badass story, man. People are becoming fan of your story. I'm telling you.
The fish book.
The fish book.
The fish. What is it called? The fish bowl.
Yeah. What I don't remember what we were gonna call it.
Yeah, we were fucking
fish out of water or fish out the bowl.
Fish out the bowl or something. When I was the fish, and inside the bowl.
Yeah.
On the other side of the glass. You're like, bro, come on, get over here.
The aquarium.
Yeah, the aquarium. That would be a badass.
The ocean. Yeah, that we do need to write that book.
That would be a badass book. From what you're. That was funny because you were doing it on the fly.
Yeah.
Dude, what about this, bro?
I was like, this book, bro. We didn't write it down. Did we write it down?
What, the book? I probably have it in my notes somewhere.
Yeah, we need to get on that, bro. I'm down to do a children's book. I'm down to like fish out of water.
Fish out of the comfort zone and stuff.
Yeah. So the idea, right? The idea for Sal the fish is what am I, like another fish or a shark or something?
You're
in
like
the ocean?
Yeah. Or
and like the kid takes you to the beach or something. Somehow you end up by like seeing that there's another world out there.
Yeah. There was like a crack in the fishbowl or something.
Yeah, there was a crack in the fishbowl or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And the fishbowl represents comfort zone. And Sal jumped out the fishbowl one day and he fucking jumped back in the bowl somehow and he told everybody about what's out there and nobody was believing him.
tough, bro. It's tough. I'm telling you, bro. When that whole book is gonna be written down, bro, it's gonna be
That book's gonna be tough,
It's
man.
gonna be a tough book.
Get out the bowl, bro.
Get out your bowl, bro.
Get out your bowl, fish.
That's
Life
so
can
funny.
be fishy sometimes.
It's getting fishy.
Yeah, murky waters.
Ricky water.
That's
funny.
the series. Yeah, no, man. But I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're pushing forward. It's important to reflect, man. It's important to express where you are, how you're doing, because more important than getting there, wherever there is who you are when you get there.
Yeah.
That's the most important piece, man. Because it's you take you with you. That's the concept.
It's you.
And how you show up and who you show up as, I think is more important than getting anywhere in life.
Yeah.
Definitely isn't more important to get there by not being you.
Yeah. I think we see a lot of people that like get where they want to, but they lose themselves in the process.
Oh yeah. They forget who they are. They forgot themselves somewhere
Along the line.
That
And the point is to get there.
they outside.
I'm outside.
I'm outside, man.
But the point is to get there as yourself.
As you, and the whole the whole point is like, how long is getting there really? Like, how much of getting there is the journey? And it's like it's a small percentage. So the rest of it, what do you do with it? It's like you got to somehow understand that the point is that the process and the journey changes you.
Yeah.
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 Changes you into who you're. The idea is that you're changing into someone you look up to.
Yeah. That's the idea.
I mean, you want to be inspired by you, bro. Like, why wouldn't you want to be like, what?
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
I'm a beast out here. What? I can see me. I
Shark
got
in the
this.
water, bro.
I'm out the bowl. Hell yeah, man. That's tight, man. I'm glad you're doing great. We got some work to do. We got a lot of incredible things happening, man.
Yeah.
This is cool. Check it in. This is cool, man. Glad you're alive.
Yeah. I'm alive, bro.
That's what the episode's gonna be called. Sal's still alive.
Oh, Sal's still alive, bro.
Yeah, no, man. Keep at it. I mean, I'm gonna encourage you to keep going into the food kind of concept, the food idea and what you're putting into your body. Getting your minimum 60 minutes of activity. You gotta strengthen the vehicle so that, take note of what this journey was like the first year. Like, where were you, like, super exhausted? Where were you out of it? How could you tighten it up? How many times you get sick? Like, all of that. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, you want to enjoy it. You want to enjoy this thing. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to enjoy. You want to get to a level. We're growing as a unit.
Mission, bro. It's a mission. Stay on this mission.
Stay on a mission, baby. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's call it. Let's go with what are some takeaways for you, man? What are some what you got?
I think what really stood out was I think what really stood out for me was when you were telling me about the friend stuff and how it's not about like really controlling them, but it's really about controlling like yourself and like your version of better, because everyone loves your version of better. So yeah, just like looking at as like the friend group as a whole, you can't force them to be better. They all have their own pace. You have your own pace. And like, yeah, just doing things that you can control, and it's not all about like, yeah, controlling them basically.
Yeah, man, that's real. I think it's also, if you look at your life like chapters, like, just because a person is in your storybook does not mean they're in every chapter.
True. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
ju-
true. Yeah.
like, so that just came to me, bro.
Yeah,
For you, bro.
that's true.
Like, you know, like, because like, I think many times, think about your life story, you want to include the people that matter to you in your life story. The cool thing about a life story is that there's chapters in it. Mm-hmm. So they've already been included.
Yeah.
Don't feel guilty about if they're in chapter 2 and 3 that they might not be in 4 and 5.
Yeah.
They're still in the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Part of the story,
and don't force them to be in they're not relevant in 4 and 5. That's all that is. They're not relevant in this chapter. But they're relevant in your life story.
Yeah.
They matter to you. And I can see that. So it's like, all right, cool. Then you're in chapter 2 and a little bit of 3 and you face, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm on chapter 5 of my story. So like I can't put you in every chapter, but I can put you in my book.
Yeah. Clean. That's a clean way.
You like that way?
Yeah, that's fucking clean.
There you go, bro. You can have it. Sprinkle.
At the very end, bro.
At the very end. Man, with that being said, bro, no, I'm just glad. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy that you're you're using the time to reflect. You're using the time to put yourself in a better position. For me, it's just, it's assurance, man. I'm assurance that I've got, I've got a teammate in you, and I've got a squad to support and, share, invite, and encourage.
Share, invite, and encourage. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do with y'all, man. I don't know what else to do. I don't know that I could teach you more. I don't know that I could, necessarily challenge you to grow. I think that already happened. You accepted the challenge. I'm not gonna keep like, now are you accepting this new challenge? Like, you already said yes, and now it's just about sharing with you, encouraging you and inviting you, bro. Like that's what I'm gonna take. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna give. That's what I'm gonna be.
That's what you're gonna be.
Clean, hell bro. Yeah.
Clean.
Hell yeah. Well, let's exit. Let's exit with this motto, man.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. And of course, the motto: be a savage and go after your wildest dreams.
Be a savage and go after your wildest dreams. Glamorous Grind Podcast. Yee.